video, I'm going to be sharing an advanced teaching that even the guys on Hoppy's Discord group may not be fully aware of. It's quite a new concept, but I had a private mentorship session with my advanced guys. So if you're part of my mentorship program, once you've completed my mentorship, you are offered an invite to join my monthly Discord server where I go through advanced teaching. And as it's Sunday, I was just creating the DXY bias for the coming week so that my students are on the right side of the market, and we are looking and we know what the daily bias is and when we're supposed to attack the market for the golden bullet. But I was in a generous mood, so I thought I'd share this advanced teaching. Now, if you are new to my channel, and a lot of you joined over the last 2 days, and welcome for the new guys who have joined me. If you are new to the channel, before you watch this video, maybe go check out 2 previous videos I have. One of them is probably an introduction to Goldbach. You want to have a look at that on my channel, and you probably want to have a look at the introduction to the Goldbach indicator. If you're not aware of those concepts yet, this will make no sense to you whatsoever, and you'll think I'm crazy. Well, hopefully after seeing my previous video where I showed you exactly how ICT trades and the hidden Goldbach methods that he employs, you have a little bit more faith in my teaching. But yes, if you're new to Goldbach, go check out those 2 videos, Introduction to Goldbach and explaining the Goldbach indicator, and then this should make a lot more sense to you. Now, if you would like to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is earcam23. It will flip here, so you'll see it. So my YouTube is earcamtrader, in case people are downloading my videos and sharing them. And my Twitter is earcam23, which you'll see here. Now, so this advanced teaching, what I'll do, for the sake of good order, because a lot of people are new, I will quickly show you how I set up the official Goldbach indicator. Now, I have a whole video explaining the Goldbach indicator, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I just want to give you a gist of how I like to have it set up. Now, if you look at my previous videos for the DXY, I usually have the 243 as my higher time frame Goldbach analysis. So I like to see which algorithms are running on the 243. But as the year progresses, typically the algo shifts from something that's relatively high time frame 243 to something bigger. Now, because my charts are black, I like to have my text in white. There we go. And then I will show the stats box also. Okay, so this is the 243, and once again, the way it works, this is not form fitted in any way. The way it works is Goldbach, the way you calculate it, and you can do it with Excel. So before the indicator, I used to calculate the Goldbach levels using Excel. You get the current price, you do some mathematics. The mathematics tells you what the low of the dealing range is for this current price, what the higher the dealing range is, and where all of the PD arrays will form. These are defined by mathematics. So it will say, once the algorithm is in sync with this power of 3, this will be the rejection block. Now, I don't think ICT has taught a rejection block really. He talks about rejection candles, I think, but he hasn't actually taught what a rejection block is. This is where the rejection block will form. The order block will be here, the fair value gap, the liquidity void. I don't think he really teaches liquidity voids properly. This is where the breaker block will be. This is the mitigation block. Yes, there is a difference between a breaker block and a mitigation block, right? In terms of how tall that peak will be, and equilibrium will be here, and then we reverse it on the way up. Now, we normally look at the 243, but I was doing some analysis for some of my private mentorship students, and I wanted to show them what the algorithm is probably running on. Now, if we look to the 729, you have a much bigger dealing range. You see? Now, if we look at the weekly, this seems to be more, the size of the candles are more in line with the size of the GB levels. So we're getting closer to how the higher time frame on the weekly is running according to the Goldbach dealing range. Now, this is the advanced concept, which I'm sure the guys on the private Discord, Hoppy's Discord, will also appreciate. And this is the concept of the half shift. Now, I'm not going to go into the half shift too much and explain it. That's all on Hoppy's Discord. But this will explain what the DXY is actually doing. So what did we have? So now the 729 is half shifted down. And this is the low of the dealing range. This is the high. Now, what do we have here? This is the order block GB level. This is our order block, our bearish order block. When this candle closes, so it's currently Sunday, because I was doing the analysis for the coming week. When this candle closes, we will have a fair value gap here. Do you see that? As soon as this candle closes, this is officially a fair value gap. And that fair value gap will be in the fair value gap GB level. Now, for those of you who have been with me for a while, what do we know about algorithm 2? What is the path of algorithm 2? So algo 2 goes from the rejection block, which is here, down to the breaker block. It retraces to the fair value gap, and then it terminates at the opposite OB. When this candle closes, we have a fair value gap here, as per what the Goldbach algorithm predicts. All in the right place. Order block, fair value gap, reversing from the breaker. Now, it doesn't necessarily prescribe how long it will take to fill the fair value gap or retrace the fair value gap. You know, we're at the end of the month now, so we could have a consolidation, and then we go to the fair value gap. But this is the path that algorithm 2 typically takes. Rejection block, breaker block, fair value gap, opposite OB. Powell is speaking on Friday. That is an opportunity for a lot of volatility to come into the market. I recommend you don't trade Friday. I recommend you don't trade that news. Price may very well attack this fair value gap. Oh dear. So you may have just heard my Discord ping. Hoppy has given me a heads up. So if you have a look at my previous video saying Hoppy's Discord is closing, he essentially said that once 2,000 copies of the book have been taken, the price will increase because he wants to basically close the group. So we had a massive jump since my last two videos. So there's only 192 copies left before the price will go up substantially. He essentially wants to focus more on his Discord group now, and it's coming up to 2,000 people. So he just wants to reduce the size of it. Well, not reduce the size. He just wants to keep the size manageable. So after 2,000, it's going to be hard to get into the group because you may be priced out. So if you want to get into the group, now is a good time. There's a link in the description of my video today if you want to get yourself a copy of the book. And the reason why you want a copy of the book is so you can get onto the Discord, and then you can learn about these advanced concepts like half shifts And there's a lot more, and I can go into a lot of detail. Those of you who have been asking me about private mentorship, there's a link in the description to this video. However, you have to be a member of Hoppy's Discord. So i.e. you have to have a legit copy of the book and be on his Discord before you can sign up to my private mentorship program. But anyway, I thought I'd share this diamond with you guys, especially for those on Hoppy's Discord. I think you guys will appreciate this teaching. Any questions or suggestions on videos to make, give me a shout. I know a lot of people want me to break down more of ICT's videos and his trades and explain how he really uses Goldbach. I will try my best to release some over the coming days and weeks. I'm just a little bit busy with mentorship right now because I also want to wind down over December. So I'm just trying to knock these out while I can. But thank you for all your support. It's amazing seeing a lot of excitement about Goldbach. Now again, Goldbach isn't my invention. I did not find it. This is all Hoppy's work, and he spent a good 10, 11 years demystifying all the clues that ICT left. And this is how prices run. This is how the markets operate. And for those who have watched a lot of my videos, I think it's obvious now, right? It's obvious that Goldbach is where all these PD arrays come from and how the algorithms work. Now, there's more than just algo 2. There's a lot of algos. There's a lot of advanced things. I just share enough to pique your interest. And then after that, it's up for you guys to learn more, get the book, join the Discord, or join my mentorship. Anyway, happy trading next week. Be careful of news. Be careful. It's the last week of the month, which means that we're likely to create the consolidating wick or the Judas swing of the closing monthly candle. So be safe. Don't trade on Friday. Don't trade Powell's news. And I will see you in the next video.